Alright, what's up? I'm Charm City 187, yo. This is my week 7 picks. My brother will probably be doing his picks either later tonight or tomorrow. He's out probably getting drunk as shit right now, and I'm not waiting for him to do the video. So, last week we both went 10-5. Not too good, not too bad, so... Anyways, on to week 7, Thursday, October 17th, 8:25, NFL Network. You got the Seahawks at Arizona. I'm taking Seattle, but they're on the road, but they're not leaving, I guess the Pacific time zone, so they probably won't be affected that much by it. But with that being said, Seattle still is atrocious on the road. They are horrible on the road. I'm still going to take them to win, but it's probably going to be a low-scoring defensive game. So it's probably going to be a good game to watch. Sunday, October 20th, 1 o'clock games. You got the Buccaneers at the Falcons. Even with Roddy White being hurt, Julio Jones out for the rest of the season, even with all the injuries in Atlanta, I still think they're going to beat Tampa Bay. I don't know what Tampa Bay's problem is, yo. At the beginning of the season, I thought they were going to be good, but I don't know if it's the coach or the coordinators or what, but they're a mess down in Tampa Bay. So I'm going to take Atlanta on that one. Cincinnati at Detroit. Even though Cincinnati has a good defense, if Calvin Johnson plays, I don't think any of them can stop him. And Detroit's probably gonna, I'm not gonna say kill them, but it'll probably be a 10-point win for Detroit. Buffalo at Miami. I would take Buffalo, but Miami's coming off a bye, so that's why Miami's probably gonna be prepared for the game, and they've lost 2 straight, so they can't lose another one. So I'm going to take Miami there. New England at the Jets. New England's going to destroy them. Dallas at Philadelphia. If Vic plays, take Dallas. But if Nick Folk or whatever the fuck his name is plays, I'm going to take Philly. Dallas has no defense whatsoever. Plus, they just cut Jay Ratcliffe, who basically stole $18 million from him. Signed a, like a 3 or 5 year extension for like $18 million. Didn't even play a single game, and they cut him today. So, Dallas has no defense whatsoever. Neither does Philadelphia, though, but I think Dallas's defense is worse than Philly's, so it's going to be easy for Philly just to go up and down the field on them. Chicago at Washington. Chicago. I don't think Washington will probably win 3 or 4 games this year. They just look out of sync, like completely out of sync. St. Louis at Carolina. Even though St. Louis mopped the floor with Houston last week, their offense can't do a damn thing. They would have probably lost that game if it wasn't for their defense, who scored 2 touchdowns. So I don't think their defense is going to have as much luck with Cam Newton and the Panthers. So I'm going to take Carolina on that one. San Diego at Jacksonville. San Diego is going to destroy them. Yo, that's got to suck to be Maurice Jones-Drew, to spend your entire career when you're that good of a running back with that shitty of an organization. Like, that's gotta be horrible. 4:05 game. San Francisco at Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee. Number 1, San Francisco's coming from the West Coast to the East Coast. That's in Tennessee's favor. Plus, it's at Tennessee. And Tennessee has a fucking rock-solid defense. Their defense is really good. It's up there. And San Francisco's defense is, they got a bunch of turnovers against the Texans, but besides that, they really haven't done anything. Colin Kaepernick looks like he's lost, and I think the Tennessee defense is going to be able to take advantage of some miscues by the 49ers offense. 4:25, Cleveland at Green Bay. No one beats Green Bay in Green Bay, really. Especially, Cleveland's not going to win that game. Houston at Kansas City. Now, this would have been like, I think it was like week 2, people were talking about how good of a game this was going to be. Houston, they're done for the season. They might win one game the rest of the year. And everybody's blaming what's going on in Houston on Schaub. Houston's defense hasn't been able to do a damn thing all year except for, I think, the one game against the Chargers. But their defense hasn't done anything. Arian Foster hasn't done anything. Ben Tate hasn't done anything. The only people on the team that have actually done something, Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson, Owen Daniels, DeAndre Tompkins or Hopkins, whatever the fuck his name is, the rookie. They're the only ones that have done anything on the entire team. And somehow everything going on in Houston is Schaub's fault. But yeah, Kansas City's going to wipe the floor with them. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Obviously, I'm going to take Baltimore. We should have beaten Green Bay. There's no reason why we should have lost to Green Bay. Besides horrible coaching. John Harbaugh gave the Packers 9 points. And Harbaugh completely contradicts himself all the time. Like, after the game, he was talking about how with 10 seconds left in the half, the reason why he was going for it was to give Justin Tucker a chance to kick a field goal going into the half, saying that you have to give your players a chance to make the plays. What happened in the first quarter when Justin Tucker could have kicked a 51-yard field goal, but we punted? And like that just completely contradicted himself. He didn't trust him to kick a 51-yard field goal, but he thought in 10 seconds we could go from our 30 to inside of their 30 and kick a field goal. I don't care. Justin Tucker is good enough to where every time we get the ball inside of the opponent's 40-yard line, he should be kicking a fucking field goal. And I don't know if it's the 2 field goals he missed against Cleveland is why Harbaugh didn't let him kick them. But you gotta let him kick them, because what are you gonna do? Wait until we're in a game, like a situation where to tie the game or to win the game to kick a 50-yard field goal, and that'll be the first one he's kicked since week 2? Let him kick the field goals. Like, it's ridiculous. And another thing that pisses me off, the first and goal from the 1-yard line, running the ball 4 straight times, the same run play, not going an inch forward, and said he went for it on the 4th down because statistically you're going to get it. That's bullshit. You did it 3 straight times and didn't get an inch. What the fuck makes you think you're going to get a yard on the 4th time? Like, he completely contradicts himself. So the only way Baltimore is going to lose to Pittsburgh on Sunday afternoon is if John Harbaugh loses the game. We're 3-3 this year, and all 3 of the games that we lost, Harbaugh has had something to do with them. Something to do with it, whether it was challenging a play or horrible clock management, horrible timeout management, horrible everything. Like, he's been a coach for, 6 or 7 years? Come on. It's fucking ridiculous, but I got Baltimore 21-17 as long as Harbaugh doesn't sabotage us again. Sunday night, 8:30, Denver at Indy. All the shit talking this week. I mean, I'm taking Denver. I think it's going to be close. It's probably going to be like 31-28. But Irsay, as much as I hate Irsay and Peyton Manning, he has Peyton Manning hot. That motherfucker is mad as shit. You should have seen how red his face turned when the reporter asked him a question today, and he was like, I got no comment for that. And he looked like he was so mad his head was about to explode. But Indy has a pretty good defense. That's why I think Denver is probably going to be in the low 30s, high 20s, probably 28 to 31 points. Everybody's saying Denver has a good defense. I haven't seen it at all. I mean, fucking the Jacksonville Jaguars have scored 2 touchdowns all season and then scored that many touchdowns last week against the Broncos. Basically doubled what they had done in the whole season. And every game Denver's played, the other teams had well over 20 points. So I think it's going to be close. Monday, October 21st, Minnesota at the Giants. Josh Freeman is making his first start as a Viking. I want to take Minnesota, I do, but the Giants have got to win sometime. Like, they're going to win a game sooner or later. And this is the game for them to win. Josh Freeman coming in starting, not knowing what's going on with the play calls and everything. I'm sure there's going to be probably half a dozen delay of games on the Vikings. And, yeah, I just don't think Freeman's going to be able to cut it this game. And on the bye this week, you got the Raiders and the Saints. So, yep, alright.